A very good afternoon to you from Istanbul in Turkey. And this is a live broadcast just to show a lot of you another view right here in Istanbul. I could tell you, Turkey, it's already an emerging economy, whether we like it or not. Turkey is doing very well because they do quite a number of different things, and the world comes to them. We were at the conference yesterday, and I was listening to Chris Grant, the British trade envoy to Turkey, and he was giving us some numbers and statistics of some of the trade between United Kingdom and Turkey, which is in their billions of pounds. We do have a number of Turks that lives in the United Kingdom, but one thing I can tell you is this is where we should be looking at in terms of production and making sure we can engage in business. But for doing business, there must be also the ease of doing the business itself in this particular area. Just like across Istanbul, there is a lot of opportunities, and there is a lot of business opportunity as well. Istanbul have almost 466 shopping complexes. And these were part of the statistics that was given during the Emerging Cinema Market 2019 conference that Koikimedia attended. But at the moment, we just decide to take a shopping round to see what businesses looks like. Transportation is important. If there's going to be any business, there must be transportation, there must be the opportunity and the loans and the government policies. What you can see right in there is different baby wears, and also so much in just one out of so many places in Istanbul, where we have similar thing in other part of the world as well. Thank you very much, all the way from Glasgow. I'm sure while you were in Dubai recently, you can also testify that for us to be the first thing I got to say is education is important. Without a very good, solid, structured education, we're not going anywhere. You can be the world power, but if your citizens are not well educated, which is the key, we must be open when it comes to education, because education will be able to give us everything that we are looking behind me, and everybody will work in different sectors. You will have those from the low scale to the high scale, but for any of this production to come right into this shopping complex or this particular area, which is not too far from the Grand Bazaar. Grand Bazaar is one of the oldest markets in the world. Turkey have a lot of history, and you only need to read more books for you to understand that. But education is the key, and we must open up and let so many people have access to at least the basic education. Without the basic education, we are not going anywhere. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Hey. You know, very friendly people, I can tell you as well. You know, they have very good relationship with everyone, because they want a lot of people to do business as well.
Vay be canım benim be, kardeşime bak be. Vay kardeşime bak be. Ya.
Thank you. Teşekkürler. Well, that is the only thing I've been able to learn since we've been in Istanbul. Teşekkürler means thank you. And every now and then, one thing that has been, you know, amazing to me since we've arrived, everywhere you go, there's this warm welcome. regardless of your background, your religion, what you believe in. They've taken away all that, and everyone has become just one person. But what we are still struggling with, we're still struggling with tribalism, ethnicity, religion. And I can tell you, right here, regardless of your belief, there are so many different religions here in Turkey. You might think, yes, it's an Islamic country, but I can tell you there's Buddhism, there's Christianity, and there's those that doesn't even believe in anything. And until we are able to come together as people, we're not going anywhere in Africa, and that is it. In as much as the event yesterday did focus on Africa, because Africa is an emerging economy. But for that to happen, a lot of things has to be put in place. And one of the key things is the education. We must have a robust education. We must have institutions that can compete with Cambridge, Oxford, University of, in Edinburgh, in Scotland, name it. And if we don't have that, what you're going to end up seeing is, let me put the camera away from my face and continue to show you this very beautiful, look, every country around the world must do everything to make their citizen, to stay put where they are. But you can only do that if only you put in the structures and the things that makes everyone to live within their location. We've been there, and I can tell you their transportation system is far better than so many other cities that we've been, and we will be looking to visit more cities and compare and contrast, some of those, transportation system. But Turkey, right here in Istanbul, it has been the best one. We've been able to use the underground system. And what I can say is their underground system is more deeper than the ones in the United Kingdom. I mean, I've been in UK for some time, and for me, every now we were going more than 4 down into the basement, before you can get into the train, and everything was working, the security. And I could tell you, which is something that is quite, impressive as well, was the each time you get into the London not the London Underground, I want to say the Turkey Underground, you have to go through the security just like you're going into the airport security check-in system, and because of other issues. But one thing I could tell you is very cheap. You can use, which is something that is not possible in London. We've been traveling, the team that came here, Koikimedia, and you can use 1, 5, 6 people. So that means you keep touching until it completes to the 6th person, compared to London, where everybody must have their own single oyster system. Also, the system is so good. Maybe you've traveled a short journey and you will get a refund back as well. One thing I could say is traveling is an experience, traveling is an exposure, but we hope the same opportunity with all Africans that are trying to leave the offshore of Africa for one reason or the other. But if we get it right, I'm sure a lot of people will decide, to be in Africa, because Africa has got what it got, but we've not been able to utilize it for the people. And there is a number of Africans that we've seen in this particular country as well, those that are coming to buy and take it back to Africa. But one thing I say is we can do the same thing in Angola, in Zambia, in South Africa, in Kenya. There's about almost 1.2 billion Africans able to make use of it. You can watch a movie $1 in India, and the only reason is because of the population, the numbers. So if a movie comes out in India, there is more people that will be flogging into the cinemas to watch them. We'll be coming off now. We hope to be back very soon. to London. We will be in Nigeria at some point before the end of the year as well. We'll continue to engage as a media platform, and we'll continue to show you so that you can decide. Maybe a lot of us have been discussing, when it comes to, problems, not just in Africa, but, you should be a problem solver. If you're not one, then there's something definitely is not right. So on that note, from Istanbul, Koikimedia to your doorstep. I can also confirm that we have a team that is following Dr. Abe Akinyoshun in Ibadan right now. He's giving back to the, back to not just the school, the orphanage, and other, it's called the November Week of Giving Back, and we're following that as well, and I'm sure you've seen, and we hope to be bringing more as well. Thank you very much for those of you that have been very, very supportive of what we are doing. We will continue to do what we love.